before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. As you can see right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to first utilize the IRS free file system for your taxes, okay? But ultimately what this video is about, it's about filing for non-filers to receive your recovery rebate credit. All the recovery rebate credit is basically the people who have not received their stimulus checks. But the ones who have not received their stimulus checks for non-filers. But even if you just filed taxes and you haven't received your stimulus check, you can still utilize this. You just enter your information as you would when you're normally filing your taxes. But if you don't have to file taxes, that's what this video is about mainly. But again, if you do file taxes, just go along as you would regularly file your taxes, but follow what I'm doing to get your stimulus checks or your recovery rebate credit, okay? Now, what happens is when you go to the free file, you'll go to irs.gov, you'll hover over here and go to free file. When you click free file, you will end up here, okay? And what you would do is you would scroll down here and choose your category. Income 72,000 and below, or your income above 72,000. A lot of us, I believe many of us, will be choosing this right here. And when you choose this, you will end up here. And you have to do a questionnaire. Your filing status, your age, your AGI from last year if you don't have one. For your non-filers, this is going to be 0 because you don't file taxes. For people who file tax, you have to have your AGI from the previous year, okay? Your EITC, if you're a non-filer, this will be 0. But if you file taxes, you know what this will be. It'll be whatever it is. Your state of residence, if you receive military pay or not, here are your results. And this is what we came up with for the non-filer that I'm doing this for, okay? So we came up with TurboTax or Intuit, which is, part of tax, which is part of TurboTax, okay? So I went here and clicked view this offer. I created everything and here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and start entering the information now. Here's the TurboTax Intuit joint, all right? So we're going to go with welcome to IRS free file program delivered by TurboTax, okay? So we're going to go and continue. You must qualify to use this edition of TurboTax for free. Do I qualify? Easy tax preparation with a step-by-step interview. 100% accurate calculations guaranteed. We make it easy to save your refund, all right? Many people use their refund to invest in their future. We can deposit your refund directly into your savings account or help you buy U.S. savings bonds with it. So we're going to go with continue. Let's start with your personal info. All right. So of course, while I'm going through this, I'm not going to reveal all of the personal details of the individual, but I'm just showing you how this goes. All right. So let's start with your personal info. Alright, so I'm going to enter this and we'll be right back. Okay, I'll show you this part. A few other things we need to know. Someone else can claim as a dependent? No. I was considered legally blind? No. I'm preparing this return for someone who has passed away? No. I want to change the language used by the IRS to send me written communications? No. So we're going to click continue. Were you married? Select an answer below and we'll recommend the best filing status. On December 31, 2020, you were single. Okay, we're going to go continue. Do you have children or support another person? They're a big part of your life, so let's see if they'll qualify as your dependent and help get you certain tax breaks this year. Even if you're not sure you support someone, select yes and we'll walk you through it. Yes, I have children or support someone else. Who do you support? We'll ask about the people you support, one person at a time. My child includes adoptive, foster, and stepchildren. Another person includes relatives. I don't support anyone. So here, we're going to pause this and come back. Okay, right here, the child is a legal citizen. Son, is this child adopted or foster child? None of the above. All right, so we're going to continue. Okay, we're going to add the second kid. So we're going to enter the information here. Click continue. Alright, we'll be right back. The legal resident, son, none of the above. Click next. So now we're going to enter the address information. So we'll return shortly. Now, did you make money in any other states? This helps us if you need to file a state return for this income. Here are some examples of what counts as making money in other states. Living in one state and working in another, owning or inheriting a business, selling a home, gambling winnings. No, I did not make money in another state. So you choose that. Continue. Did you pay more than half the cost to keep up your home in 2020? Upkeep includes rent, mortgage, interest, repairs, food, eating in the home, and utilities. What else counts? We're going to go click yes. So we're going to go with head of household for this one. They already checked it for you, so we're going to go with that. Okay, it says let's get your biggest refund possible. Here's what's coming up. We'll gather the info about your income. We'll look through every possible tax break. We'll double check everything so we don't miss a thing. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be simple because this is a non-filer application. So really no income to put in here. So we're going to breeze through this. Alright. So we don't have a W-2. Click that. Walk you through all income sections one at a time. Best if you want us to take you through all situations. Choose specific types of income you want to work on. Best if you know which situations apply to you. We're going to do the walkthrough, right? Wages and salaries, 0. Next income section. Dig into your situation to understand it better. Did you receive unemployment or paid family leave benefits? No. Were you required to repay unemployment benefits? Uncommon. No. If you received a 1099-G for a state refund, we'll ask about that later. And refunds received for state local tax returns. Next income section. Interest and dividends. Did you receive interest or dividend income in 2020? No. Other interest and dividends. There are other interest and dividend items that apply to very few people. Take a look at the list below. Receive income from discounted loans. None of the above. That has nothing to do with us. Next income section. Notice everything is 0. Nope. Do you have any income from rentals or royalties? None of the above. Alright, so let's get through this, okay? So we're going to go with the next income section. Do you have any of these types of income? State or local tax refund, 1099 miscellaneous, 1099K, no. Alright. Next income section. Everything is 0. Business items, no. Next income section. Less common income. Sale of your home, gambling, alimony, jury duty, foreign earned income, cancel debt, miscellaneous income, child's income under age 24. See what this means? I report my child's income on my tax return. Was under age 19, college student, had gross income from all sources less than $12,400, had no earned income from wages, salary, tips, or other. Okay, so none of that. Nope. They're done with income. Everything was 0. No foreign bank accounts. Next. Were you affected by a natural disaster in 2020? Select yes only if you were affected by a federally declared natural disaster that was declared before February 19, 2020. Select yes only if you were affected by a federal declared natural disaster that was declared before February 19, 2020. Click continue. Did you acquire, sell, or exchange any virtual currency in 2020? No. Let's estimate how much you could get this year. Okay, we're going to go through deductions and credits. Home, your family, child care, earned income, adoption credit, child and dependent care expenses. When you're done with deductions, let's go past that. You said you didn't enter any sales tax information this year. This deduction can reduce your taxes. If I don't, I'm gonna go with next. Leading into that stuff. Did you get a first or second stimulus? Here we go. No. This is the part you guys need to look at right here. Did you get a first or second stimulus? Based on what you entered, it looks like you qualify for the stimulus. We'll check if you got the full amount or if the recovery rebate credit applies. Moving ahead, make sure you enter all of your income and deductions so our numbers are accurate. What if I never got these payments? Does these include the third stimulus? Right now, we're just checking to make sure you got the full payment amount for your first and second. So that's no third on this one, okay? Just the first and second. So did you receive it? No. Just making sure you got zero for the stimulus so far. We're asking because most eligible taxpayers received at least one stimulus payment. To avoid IRS delays, we recommend making sure you didn't get any payments before moving on. So, yes, zero is right. We'll go back right quick. Use the total amount you received for each round of stimulus payments. First round stimulus payments were typically issued in early 2020, and second round payments were typically issued between December 2020 and February 2021. You receive your round 1 or round 2 payment in multiple checks or bank deposits add up the total amount you receive for each round. If your filing status is married, filing jointly, you enter that. Okay. So 0 is right. Just checking for Form 1095A. You'll have one if you got health insurance from the marketplace. If you have 1095A, we'll need some details from it before you file. Otherwise, the IRS may hold your return. If you didn't have insurance last year, or you only have Form 1095B or 1095C, we don't need any additional info. So the last page was just confirming info. Check it for returning, make sure it's good to go. what needs to review. Okay, so this right here is where you will enter the information for your stimulus check. All right, it's right here. Okay, right here is where you'll go for the recovery rebate worksheet. Okay, so this is what you'll need. So we're going to go through it like this. Can you be claimed as a dependent? That's a no. Does your 2020 return include a valid social security number? Yes. Was at least one of you in the armed forces? So we go down here into 1200 single, head of household, married, filing separately. Alright. Add lines 1 and 5 and 6. Because 6 says multiply 500 by the number of qualifying children under age 17. This right here is for the first stimulus, okay? This is for the first stimulus. So they didn't get the first or the second. So the first one, they qualified for $1,200 plus $1,000 per child because they had 2 dependents. All right. So they had 2 dependents. So they qualify for the $500 per child. So that's $1,000 plus $500 each. That's $2,200. Then here they get $600 per person. So this is the second stimulus. Enter $600 if single, head of household, married, filing separately. Then they had the 2 dependents, which is line 9. Multiply 600 by the number of qualifying children. So that's 600 per kid, so $1,200, $1,800 altogether. Okay. 50 head of household information. Well, that really doesn't matter because they don't have any income. So multiply line 13 by 5%. That don't matter. Subtract line 14 from line 7. So there's really no line 7 here. What is it? Subtract 14 from line 7. Okay, there's no 14. Alright, my bad. So everything is still 2,200. 2,200 up there, so you get 2,200. And line 16 was line 16. Into the amount, if any, of economic impact payment that was issued to you before offset. Okay, so they didn't receive anything, so we go with 0. They didn't receive any of that. The amount of any economic impact payment that was issued to you for offset for any past due child support payment may refer to notice blah blah blah. Okay, so they didn't get anything. All right, so subtract line 16, 0. So get the 1,800 to get the full amount. Okay. So add lines 17 and 20 into the result here, and if more than 0 on line 30, form. So what am I missing? I don't see a total amount there. Okay, so subtract line 14 from line 10 to 0 or less into 0. Into the amount, if any, economic impact payment that was issued to you. You may refer to notice as a good amount to enter here. Hold on. Cover rebate credit worksheet 916 IRS previously must be entered. Okay, so see. All right. So let's go to continue. Cover rebate credit worksheet line 19. Economic stimulus payment received previously of enter if the numbers received, then enter 0. Enter chapter 2. So they received nothing from the second one either. Okay, so we're going to go to continue. Okay, so now you see the refund is $4,000. That's the economic impact payment or your stimulus check, because they never received it. So they never received a stimulus check, so that's what they have. So they got that $4,000 federal refund so far, right? So that's what they got, $4,000 coming. So let me come right back. Hold on. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and continue. Okay, so it says you're getting $4,000 so far. So your federal refund of $4,000 comes from $4,000 in credits you qualify for so far. Your tax breakdown: income 0, deductions $18,650, taxable income 0, then the tax rate 0, tax liability 0, credits $4,000. The credits is from the stimulus. Okay, refund and tax due $4,000. So that's the breakdown. All right. Let's get your state taxes done right. Not necessarily. There's no state to do. I gotta go past this. Skip state. Let's comb through your returns one last time with complete check. Check my info. You're good to go, ready to file. Your final numbers: federal refund $4,000. Gonna continue. So a few more steps. Update. You have until May 17th to file your taxes, review your order, review the products you need to prepare your taxes, your refund info. For your fair return, will help you select your refund method up next. Get ready to save and file your returns. Alright, and we'll go through that. Great news, you're getting a total refund of $4,000. Okay. IRS free file program delivered by TurboTax. So we're going to go through here, put all this info in here. Okay, so we did this part. So now we got to do the 2 more steps. Start. Choose how you like your refund. We're going to go with direct deposits. Okay. You can get your refund deposited into up to 3 bank accounts or have up to 3 savings bonds mailed to you. Direct deposit my entire refund into a checking or other bank account. Mail me a paper check. So we're going to direct deposit into a checking account. Okay. I'm going to click continue. So we're going to do an e-file. All right. You confirm some info before you e-file. So we're going to go through this information and then I'll come right back. So now it says, let's take one last look at the return you're e-filing. 2020 federal return. Name and address, social security number, date of birth. Gotta click continue. Finalizing your return, transmitting your return. Well, so that's pretty much it with that. That's done. So we got the recovery rebate credit for this person. They end up with $4,000, as you can see. We have a direct deposit. Everything is set up. And now I'm going to show you that, as you see on the tax form, that's what it was. And on the IRS website, they actually speak about that. And that's how I kind of learned about it. I learned it through IRS website. And where is that? First and second payment status. Here it is right here. Didn't get the first and second payments? Claim the 2020 recovery rebate credit. If you didn't get the full amount of the first or second payment you were eligible for, you may be eligible to claim the 2020 recovery rebate credit and must file a 2020 tax return even if you aren't required to file. Okay? The third economic impact payment will not be used to calculate the 2020 recovery rebate credit. So if you don't get this one, I'm pretty sure they're going to have where you can get it next year. Okay? So that's pretty much what it was. That's how I was able to get the money for the person that did not receive their stimulus checks for the first and second rounds. Okay, so they didn't get the first one or the second one. As you saw, as I went through it, they ended up getting $4,000. They got $1,200 for themselves and $500 per kid for the first one, which was part of the CARES Act. And then they had this new one. I forgot what the other one was. The second stimulus package. I forgot that was. I think it's the I don't know if it was the rescue plan or whatever, but that's when you got the $600 per person and per child. You know, that was the one that Trump signed off on. So, you know, some people don't like using that name, but the previous president said the previous president, that's the one the previous president signed off on. You know, the $600 per person, you know, for the head of household or adults and per dependent. So she was able to get just $1,800 for that. You know, $600 for herself and $600 per kid. So $1,800 plus $2,200, $4,000. That's what she was able to get. Okay, so I hope this helped you out. So go ahead, like I said, you can utilize that even if you're filing a regular return. It's not just for non-filers, but I was just showing you how to submit the non-filers tax form so you can be able to claim your recovery rebate credit or the stimulus that you didn't get for the first and second stimulus. Okay, so again, thanks for watching. Share and subscribe to It's Oasis. Check out the links in the description for entrepreneurship and different deals I have going on. And again, or as always, until the next video, let's get this money.